Good morning. Today we are solving a hyperbola question from chapter 10, section 4, where we have to do this right here. It's find the equation uh, of the hyperbola with foci at 7, 1 and negative 3, 1, and it also gives you the information of whose transverse axis is 8 units long. Now remember, the transverse axis is from one vertex to the other vertex. That's what a transverse axis is, and that is 8 units long. So we're actually going to graph this, and I'll show you. We basically know how long it is from the foci to foci and the transverse axis. So let's go ahead and put the foci on there first in like bright red. So we got 7, 1 here, and negative 3, 1 here. Now, if you are graphing this, you can, of course, just basically count how far that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or you can just subtract the 2 and get 10. But the distance from foci to foci is 10 units long, which means half of that distance is 5 units. So to find the midpoint of this line, remember, the midpoint of the transverse axis or the midpoint from foci to foci is the center. And that is, of course, HK that we need for the center. So the center is right in here. How far? Well, since the length from here to here is 10 units long, I know that the midpoint of that's 5 units. So if I just count from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would be the center. Let me make that in a funky color, purple. Okay, so that is point 2 negative or 2 positive 1, 2 positive 1. This is 7, 1, and this is negative 3, 1. Okay, we also know that the vertex transverse axis from one vertex to the other is 8 units long. So that, remember, the foci of a hyperbola is outside the vertex, the vertices. Unlike an ellipse, which the vertices would be over here, for a hyperbola, they're going to be over here. And since the whole thing is 8 units long, I come from the center and go out how far? 4. So it's going to be right here. And 4 this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be my vertices, V and V, because my transverse axis is 8 units long. Okie dokie. Now, I know that from definitions here, A, the length from the center to the vertex is A. So that distance here is going to be 4 units long. And from C is going to be, so I'm going to write this, A equals 4. C is from the length from the center to the focus, and that is going to be 5. And I'll do that in a slightly different color. And again, with hyperbolas, you're going to have to deal with, layerings of writing and stuff. It gets very complicated to do this. What we don't have is B. So basically, we have a distance of a triangle that's going to look like this. Okay, I'm going to sketch this over here on the side. So it's going to be 4 this way. And from here up to here is going to be 5 units long. We need to figure out how long it is here, because that is going to, I subconsciously made a 3 there. That's hilarious. I meant to make a bracket there, but that is going to be 3 units based on Pythagorean theorem. Remember that this is going to be C, this is going to be A, and this is B. So it's going to be up 3 units, 1, 2, 3. And like yesterday, we like to make above the vertices, rather, not that one there. This should be here, 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 and then down 3, 1, 2, 3, from the vertices, from the center, and from each vertice like this, making this box. Because if you had to draw the asymptotes on here, which I'll do in light blue, and I'll just knock this out real fast, the asymptotes would be right there. And you can see that this hyperbola is actually try to draw this in black. I'm going to do a do-over if I need to. It's going to come in here like that, hit that vertice, and come like this. And over here, hit the vertice and go out like that. It's very difficult to draw all that, but what you have to remember is this triangle that exists here. This is going to be 3 units. This from here up to here is going to be 5. So you're always looking for that Pythagorean theorem. And for for hyperbolas, it is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where this is c and this is a. Now, finishing this problem, getting our equation, because that's what we have to do, it's just simply going to be x minus, you tell me, x minus 2 squared over, what's a? A is 4, so this would be 16 minus y minus 1, good, squared over 3 squared, which is 9, equals 1. That, my friends, is the equation of the hyperbola having all this information. So there you go. Have a good one.